Well, David Ornstein,
One you made
actually.
up.
So if you want to discredit his
I just was asking you if you made it.
validation,
Let's
then
get
do
to
so.
it, because we
Chelsea
spent a bit
must
of time
pay.
on this off
We have.
camera.
We have, and we'll get into that
We'll
bit
get
for
into
sure.
that.
But
Can't
what, Flex, I got to come to you on this. Chelsea, according to David Ornstein, must pay Manchester United 5 million Great British pounds if Jadon Sancho's loan is not turned permanent in the summer. The 24-year-old winger left United on a temporary basis with a buy obligation worth up to 25, as you and Matisse spoke about last week. But Chelsea can opt out for a set fee. Mad.
Yeah.
Loophole.
Well, it's not going to be something Man United weren't aware of. What we don't know at this time is where Man United stupid enough to be like, oh, you can insert a clause if you want if you're not sure. Why would you accept that? And why did they even accept Chelsea going, yeah, 25 million obligation. Also, we want to insert this clause 14.2. If we think he's crap, can we just pay 5 million? They should have just said no. So you can just wash out. But it just proves obligations ain't really obligations. There's always an obligation option. That depending on what clauses you insert, you can get out of it. And I just think Man United have been, if it happens, because there's still reports saying that Chelsea plan or intend to still keep him, etc. But that could be briefings from either Man United, it could be briefings from Chelsea, Sancho's camp. We don't know. So I wouldn't really go down that route. Now I look at how Chelsea are run. Could I see Chelsea spending 5 million to not spend 25?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely.
I could, because their turnover of players is there. If they get something they don't like, it's gone. And then Man United are left back with the problem again. And obviously his stock has fallen further. So that original 25 we're trying to get for Sancho, let's be real, that's probably gone down to at least 20 now with the type of season
Maybe
he's had.
even 16 or something like that.
You know what I mean?
17.
The name tax can only get you so much. So the flip side of it is, well, they might have to pay us 5 million.
Well, that's good.
Which is a hefty loan. Then you can sell him for 25, so you get a bit more. But like I said, trying to sell Jadon for 25 when he's had this bad of a season
Unlikely.
is potentially unlikely. I don't want to say incompetence, because I don't know how everything facet of the deal was structured. But this is a player that Man United knew they didn't want, a player who doesn't want to be at Man United, and they've left themselves open to that corridor of opportunity for this to happen. Why have you accepted a clause of that? It stinks of a deal that was done like on the last day of the window, not thinking about everything.
Of a deal that they just wanted to get shot.
Anything.
Sorry.
And if he comes out, they probably thought he'd go there and do all right, so they'll definitely take the option.
But am I right
Or
in thinking that
obligations,
when he
that's it.
first rocked up at Chelsea, he was doing okay, right? He was
Yeah,
doing well.
they did like him. Remember?
No, they liked
did
him,
like
but
him.
even when I saw that, well, it's just a personal thing.
Matisse
I
was
went,
gas first.
Matisse
don't be,
was.
and I even said to him, I said, don't be fooled by that. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
You
And then-
did say that,
I
but
said- yeah, but they did like him. They did like him. Yeah.
They did think that they got Sancho.
And guess what? Straight away now they don't. Matisse is walking from that side of the room to this side of the room to try and get me to agree to, I just want to send him back all of this.
You
See?
two have made some horrendous bets and deals in the past.
So what is it with him? Because
Terrible.
clearly he's
I've always
talented,
thought that about,
Flex.
man.
So what is the problem?
Can he
What's the
revive
issue?
his career?
It's consistency. I think, like I've said it before, people
'Cause he-
concentrate too much on like tech and like nice touch and like, got ability. That's great. That's one side of the game, isn't it?
So
like,
he flatters to deceive.
yeah, like I just think it's just a level of consistency, and I just think here he's just hasn't managed to get to grips with the Premier League. Obviously, Man United as well, chopping and changing different positions. It's not set up right. Chelsea, little bit more stable than Man United in terms of the team, but okay, they've got a lot of changes. But you have to look at the individual, man. Like all these excuses all the time, he hasn't put enough in terms of being able to find that consistency. I'm not saying he don't care and he doesn't want to be good. I think he does have ability. I don't want to see Sancho just diminish into like the career's just slowly drifting. He needs to grab hold of it really quick. Like
I think
Rashford took
he
a
could
drastic
benefit.
change.
He's one of those guys that would probably
Maybe have to go back
benefit
to
from a move
Bundesliga
to
or
say a
something.
mid-table side where the pressures are not
I
as great.
don't think he'd stay in the Prem. I could see him going abroad, going back.
Yeah, I think
somewhere
that
in
would probably
Europe.
suit. I think the Prem
would
just
suit him.
that level of intensity. It's not even just goals and assists or GA or type stuff. I'm just looking at the off the ball stuff, the willingness to really work hard and
So you
do
think
things.
he's lazy?
I just
basically.
no, I just don't think he has a natural. I think he's a player
can
that.
say it, come
No,
on,
I
say
think he's a player that when everything's like
Very
nice,
Yeah.
he's nice.
Right,
But when the
right.
game turns ugly or the game turns like a bit rough, that doesn't really suit him. So
And for what you paid for
I just need a
him.
clash of what he is versus what people think he is.
Yeah, and for what you paid.
And you tried to get him for a good 2 seasons before you
Yeah,
even got him.
tracked him, rightly so, because he was unbelievable at Dortmund the first time round.
Let us know in the chat. What do you
what I
think?
did.
Where does Jadon Sancho's career pick up? Does it Is it in Europe? Is it in the Premier League? Let us know.
If he goes to a place like, say you went to Fulham and you get a guy like Marco
He ain't
Silva,
going Fulham.
I reckon that a move like that would probably be in his.
It depends on his
best
ego, though. Does he?
I can't
like,
imagine him going to Fulham.
Sometimes you got to check yourself and say, listen,
but
like
Fulham
say
ain't
I'm
no
going.
joking, like,
I
South, though,
agree. I totally agree with that. But look, I do not know Jadon Sancho, so who knows? But I can't imagine a player like Jadon Sancho, who has been so highly regarded over the years, played in Champions League finals, etc., gone to United, very big money, gone Chelsea. I just can't imagine at this stage in his career going to Fulham. But that's not a disrespect on Fulham. I just don't. I don't know
Yeah, I
if
think he would do that.
Yeah.
Even Fulham might look at it and go,
I
sorry.
think that he would probably rather go abroad and go somewhere to a club that is in and around Europe. Like
Yeah, I mean, Fulham are not the
is in
most
European.
sexiest of clubs, to use that.
What about
phrase.
Newcastle?
I don't know if you're getting Newcastle.
Don't work hard enough.
No.
Eddie Howe ain't
You
having
need
that.
workhorses
No
at
chance.
Newcastle. You
Not
don't
a
take that.
chance.
And he'd be
I'll go out on a
taken-
limb with that, and if in the summer if he signs for 25 million, I'll be like, wow, I didn't see that coming. But not a chance.
Interesting.
But you know what,
Last
managers
Don't work
are like,
nowhere near hard enough.
managers are like, they always think that I can be the one to get a tune out of this guy. That's what a lot of
This is
managers do
nice.
Yeah.
think that way.
But time's ticking. Like
It
he's
is.
going to be 25 soon, and that's.
Mind you, 25 is.
He's still young.
Still
He's young
young,
enough to
he's
get his
still
career
young.
back. Listen, he's not finished.
Look what happened to Dele Alli though.
Yeah, it can.
but
it can-
yeah, but
it can-
Dele-
No, but Dele Alli
Dele's
had a lot of
different.
injuries
Dele's
and
different.
So
like,
he
Dele-
got sent
mental
off
issues and
10
stuff.
minutes into his comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it
Loftus-
wasn't. It
Loftus
wasn't.
Cheek. Yeah, Loftus Cheek
Dele's
said it
Dele's
wasn't a red.
different. Dele's different.
All right. Well, let us know, where does Sancho end up?